Hello friends, my name is Sylphic and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, this is like immediately after the last episode that I put up. I'm recording like right after, got full belly, ate some dinner. But I did a few things. You'll probably notice that I'm wearing a different outfit and that it's glowy. This is actually that ancient armor that I was talking about. And it turned my health blue. I don't know if that's like if now, because you know, like the Halo games and like Borderlands and such, you have like a shield before they start actually hitting your health. I don't know if that's actually what this is because I haven't fought with it yet, but I figured, I know I always wear the stealth one, but I don't think I'll be able to stealth through a lot of what's going to happen next, so I'm just going to go ahead and wear this. Also, I started all the way out here rather than just like coming into Meridian because I didn't know if there was going to be anything that happened along the way. So, another thing that happened, do you remember those texts, the Elizabeth's journals, basically, that were destroyed and Silence said it would take time for them to come together. Well, one of them actually did come together, so once I get up here in a second, here's good. I'm gonna read this for you guys. I almost read it, like, on my own, and then I'm like, wait, no, I need to wait. And if I didn't, because even scrolling over it clears it, so I didn't even need to go near it. Okay. So this is the Sobek Journal, 11-1964-R. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway, reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of starship bridges on those cheesy old sci-fi vids. Living spaces for Alpha's already completed, prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site designing Zero Dawn project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge, plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to encompass me as all-seeing presence. Ugh. Opposite effect. Makes me feel watched, on display, tempted to paint over it. Hairs, I think that's how you say his name, Hairs, recorded his presentation yesterday. Suitably bleak. Scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, holo theaters, and first residence block at Zero Dawn site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tuscan 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be, snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the Zero Dawn site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.06T grounding. From there I'll spin her up past 1.0T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. Okay, so again, because that's these... Wait, voice recording? Oh, it's repairing. Okay. So basically, these 4 took up a slot, but then once they're repaired, we'll take up this slot. So that's what these are going to be. But anyways, we're going to go on. I'm going to run up here, and if anything happens, then of course I'll cut to it, but... Alright, so we're here at the palace. We just gotta talk to Avad, which he's up here. I wonder if I could talk to, because I came back here before after we saved Avad's little brother and his mother, and I couldn't find anybody. I wonder if I could actually talk to Itaman, but I doubt it. Anyways. Hi, Avad. Remember me?
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Alright. So now, talk to Blameless Marad. I want to talk to Avad still, though. Anything else?
Have you spoken to Blameless Marad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Oh, okay, so you don't have anything to say. So we're going to war, basically. I knew it was a long time coming. Can't go along with this for this long and not go to war. Where are you, Blameless? Oh, you're over here.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Hi, Blameless.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
I've done a lot. Like, there's a lot of people that I've saved. I wonder if, you know, if you've done all the side quests before the main quest, like I have, if at the end there's any sort of change.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Mm-hmm.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
No, I don't want to sleep, but I do want to visit these sites. So, that's resting. Okay. So, I'm gonna come over here, and we're gonna visit some of these sites. Ooh, and just in time, another thing repaired. I have noticed that it's every time I fast travel. Ooh, 2. It seems to be every time I fast travel, one of these actually repairs, and it looks like we actually got 2 here. No, only 1. Okay. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted, which was completed by 0430. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to Zero Dawn. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance at survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no failsafes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. NATO replied in less than a minute, with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow, and it's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet, or whatever, leaped out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by NATO's lab and check on Demeter's progress as well. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennessee pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. So this is just kind of her logs about what was happening during this whole thing. Ooh, there's a thing over here which I'm gonna grab.
Made them soon enough.
Hey! What are you doing here?
Nil?
Hey, Lily. They told me her name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ropes.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by many. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
Yeah, he's the one that I've been doing all the hunting
Isn't that
with.
him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
What?
Can be. Cinnabar Sands was before that, and there were no survivors.
Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh, son, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
Petra! Hi, Petra.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
So, it is. All the people that I've done side quests for are now showing up. Alright.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
What are the targets? Oh, these.
Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we can hold off an army.
Come on, just let me destroy these things. There we go. Except that they're not really being destroyed.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know I
do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Aw, you have a crush on me, Petra. So does apparently literally everybody else. Okay. I am gonna go knock these down, though, because it's part of a quest. that must be Silence Lance. Not a quest. This is part of an achievement to knock all these down.
I'll find a use for you.
Gimme. Yeah. Okay. Any more? But yeah, all of the people that I've helped are,
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
nothing?
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
oh, that was up there. I was like, I thought it was these two, but they weren't really doing anything. These are all the people that I've helped.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
You'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end. Like you said, we'll stop Helis cold. Together.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle?
Can't fault my prisoners' discipline.
As many as
All
I
those
have.
dawn drills have served them
I
well.
love it when you say things like that. It's so
What?
cheerful.
Alright. All of you who I helped.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world. I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want to.
Can I talk to you, Uthid?
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadows shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Aw.
The sun is my armor. This other armor I wear is a safeguard.
Some more people up there. But yeah, all these people that I've helped end up being... I just want to make sure everybody has said all they have to say. All these people I've helped are here now.
I don't make weapons for a living. It's more of a diversion.
So I wonder, will it be easier because they're
Killed
here?
anyone lately you'd like to talk about?
Nah. We killed all the bandits, remember? Alright, so I got some of you up here.
Let's look at you.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs, anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him, for both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment, every dawn and dusk. I should give you this, to help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
I don't know what you gave me, but thank you.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
That wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army. Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Cool.
From their metal bones, I'll make my armor and my song.
Father understood that I couldn't just stand by in my garden.
That's a nice spear, Uthid.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Enough, woman.
Vanasha, you are insane. Tab! I love Tab.
Emily, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts.
Alright.
When you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
There are no shadows under the
Okay, so throughout the fight, look for this. Got it.
Place really couldn't be more different than the sacred land, could it?
Ooh, and it looks like we've got another one. This one? Clear my throat. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously. So there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Hares and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Ugh. Though, I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days, not a good spread. If the plague breaks through enough ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing, I need to get back to Zero Dawn. Alright. So, next, we visit the Spire. And I'm sure, you know, talk to some more people, but... What? I can't... Really? Okay. I will see you there. Hey, I know you.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
When you need me, I'll follow your lead.
Thanks, Talana. Oh, I needed to go up. I needed to go up, and I'm dumb. Get up there, little Strider. It'll be alright. I didn't expect her to be, like, right there. Alright, who's around for me to speak to? I know there's some of you around here. I remember coming up here, like, while I was just exploring on my own, you know? And thinking that this was set up strange. Because I didn't know... There was nothing here whenever I came up here. There was nothing here. Nothing ever seemed to lead here. I should have known that it was just I hadn't gotten to it yet, you know?
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
Probably a good idea. Hi, Erend. Talk to me.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's... big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother?
Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
I mean, I normally don't like those kind of jokes, but that one actually kind of made me laugh. Varl.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
Oh. So many people have, like, hit on me. Like, Varl, kind of. Aaron for sure has. Ooh. Aaron for sure has. Varl kinda has. Petra. Avad. Like, a lot of people, it seems like, are actually interested in me, which I'm glad the game has never really turned into a, hey, you should... This is, like, romantic. But, okay, but we've got this last one. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Hare's warned me? Said collapse on the eastern line was imminent, swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita assailant. 5 or 6 days more and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. CD became a madhouse, absolute bedlam, every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was gonna throw up. But they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime. And yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and trading clones of ourselves. Genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible. Which I'm glad. I really, really want to spend time around a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia one generation only. Update. That was General Hare's. The salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. We are obviously getting very, very close to the end because final battle, we're out of data points. Let's go talk to these guys.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
Alright, so it seems like we've spoken to pretty much everyone. I don't know if anyone's missing. I'm not sure, you know. Like, I don't know if everybody that's here is who all I could have gotten. But the next thing we have to do, really, is to go rest. Alright, so, we just gotta go rest. It's through here. In Olin's old home, actually. Which I don't know if anyone will be there or if we can just go rest. I have a feeling this episode might be a little long. And I don't want to have to split everything up, but we're already kind of far in, but I feel like we need to do more.
Feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
No, I think we've done everything that we can. Everything that we can has been done. That is what I'm saying. That's where I'm going with it. So, final battle awaits us. Rest before the battle, no way back. Okay. I know I just said I feel like we need to do more, but I want to really try to do everything all in one go. And I've already been, I know I'm going to cut it down, but I've already been recording for 40 minutes. So, I think for now I'm actually going to end it here, and that I will try to do the entire final battle in the next episode, no matter how long it is. I'll do the entire final battle. But, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.